Jussie Smollett and the New York Post today, they are finally coming out and casting doubt on this story, although there have been some other outlets. I'm waiting for the whole story to be blown wide open. Then I'll feel a lot better. When lies are exposed, why did I come on YouTube? What is my mission? Why do I still fight this battle here? Why do I still talk about things that I think aren't real when they say now explicitly that you can't say those kinds of things on YouTube? Because I don't like being lied to. I don't like being lied to. I don't like people being lied to, especially for nefarious reasons, like trying to stoke racist fears or racial division, or to have a it's a motivated political attack against Donald Trump, who I don't even like, really, Donald Trump. But I still think it's, I like Trump supporters, though, quite a bit. And this puts this is an attack on Trump supporters. And to be fair, like I said, it's mostly black people calling this out. If you do a search, now you can't do a search for Jussie Smollett fake or Jussie Smollett hoax, but they will let you do a search for Jussie Smollett lied, and then you will find videos where, like I said, pretty much exclusively these are black folks calling out Jussie Smollett as a liar. And I'm seeing, I don't know, with all the views these channels are getting and the fact that some of my listeners say they tune into these, I think there's definitely something going on with black conservative YouTubers. There seem to be a bunch of them, and a lot of them seem to have nice, good audiences. People seem to be engaged. So that's encouraging. Well, I mean, it's encouraging for people who believe in conservative values. A lot of these people are political, which I don't agree with. They're Trump supporters, which I don't quite understand, if they're totally woke. But it's a step in the right direction, away from, these crazy racial divisions and stuff that even Bernie Sanders is getting into, which I think, is going to be a big theme of this election, how racist people really are. Don Lemon thinks people are pretty racist. He talked to Jussie Smollett.
When you first heard
this was
about
revealed.
The incident with Jussie, what was your initial reaction?
My initial reaction was sadness.
Yeah.
I wasn't shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that it happened to him. I called him because we have mutual friends. Mm-hmm. And I talked to Jussie for a minute, and then he said, I got to go to the doctors here. And it just made me sad. And everyone talks about, well, this happened, well, that happened. That's my concern is for him.
Right.
Yeah, not surprised. You see the reactions on the folks with him there. I was watching this earlier on Twitch. People said it's pretty painful to watch. Not surprised this kind of attack would happen. Well, why are all these other black folks surprised? Why did none of them believe it? Don Lemon now explains why you can't be black and gay at the same time. And the panel says, oh, yeah, totally. I totally understand what you're saying. You have to decide.
For black gay men, historically,
right.
Black men have stayed in the closet. You have to decide, do I want to be black or do I want to be gay?
Really?
And sometimes some of us say we're too black to be gay.
Yeah.
Or are we too gay to be black?
Right.
So
Totally.
you got it from your own folks or from the larger community. And it hurts. It's a weight.
Yeah. Oh, too black to be gay. Right. Oh, too gay to be black. How do you decide to stop doing that? How I have to decide, Mom. I don't know whether I can be black because I'm gay. How does that work? Anyway, story in the New York Post. Jussie Smollett's neighbors cast doubt on his attack story. Nearly 2 weeks after Empire star Jussie Smollett claimed he was the victim of a racist, homophobic attack, cops have yet to identify any suspects. And some people in his Tony, Chicago neighborhood are growing skeptical. Quote, I don't believe it happened the way he said it did, unquote, said Agan Muhammad, who lives in the same swank high-rise near the Navy Pier as Smollett. Quote, I've been in this neighborhood 5 years. I don't believe it. Not around here. Half the people are gay and the other half are black. See? Which actually lends credence to what Lemon was saying. Half the people are gay and the other half are black. That means there's no crossover in that scenario between the black and the gay. The black and the gay do not normally combine, which is why Jussie Smollett came out and said, be blacker, be gayer, and that he's the gay Tupac. They went around and interviewed more people. A patron at Lizzie McNeil's Irish pub, about a block from the scene of the alleged January 29th incident, said Smollett's story, quote, doesn't really make sense. It's a lie because Chicago is the most liberal city around. They have cameras everywhere. Why can't they find the attack? Meanwhile, Chicago police said Sunday that Smollett has yet to turn over data from his cell phone to verify that he was on the phone with his music manager, Brandon Moore, when he was allegedly attacked. Moore has said he heard Smollett's assailants shout a racial slur and the words MAGA country, an apparent reference to Trump's Make America Great Again slogan. Quote, this is from the police. Quote, we have no reason to doubt the statements, but for a criminal investigation, we need to independently confirm the phone records. We offered to take the phone to download the data, and he expressed he couldn't be without his phone for several hours. Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson has said that Smollett was being treated as a crime victim, but would be held accountable if cops learned he filed a false report. I pray, just like a lot of these folks, everybody wants to see him exposed if he was lying. Everybody wants to see him exposed if he was lying. And I suggest everybody, white people, black people, Trump supporters, maybe not people who believe the story. They might not be looking for it. But everybody who cares and everybody has their eyes open a little bit and could smell this story out, everybody wants to see it exposed. So that's why I'm still talking about it. And fingers crossed, the police aren't that happy about this one. You can feel it from the way they're talking. Fingers crossed, Liars could be exposed. This is why sometimes it's good. Sometimes bad news is good news. Sometimes things get exposed. So that's the Jussie Smollett story.